Why add circle reverse so early in the sequence of layers? Good question. So far, my concern has been to tie our team's actions together using two-player reads so that the offense can flow from one action to another seamlessly without stopping. My biggest concern is not what happens when everything goes right. If everything goes right, we score. My concern is what happens when things are stopped and stuffed by the defense. Can our offense bail itself out and continue to play and flow until we find a scoring opportunity? If north-south drives are part of the offense, and at this point they are, some attempts are going to fail, and instead of just bouncing off the action and keeping a live dribble, the penetrator will pick up the dribble and be in trouble. The quickest way to provide relief is for the natural pitch position to circle reverse, making himself or herself available to the ball. This is the only player who technically circle reverses. When the natural pitch circle reverses and vacates a spot, his or her teammates will naturally fill. There are two things that could happen at this point. One, the circle reverse is open, the pass is made, crisis averted, now what? Number two, the circle reverse is not open. What now? Let's look at the first case. The circle reverse is open and pressure is relieved. What does the failed penetrator do at this point? Well, there's some freedom here. You might say cut and fill out, and there's nothing wrong with that. He or she could even post up. However, I think you should point out to your players that many times the teammate who circle reverses will take the ball, turn the corner, and drive all in one motion.
In the game, many times, is this guy catches and turns the corner and drives. And of course, we'll all circle move back that way, correct? The question is, what do I do? In that case, when you just catch it and turn the corner, no hesitation, okay? Go ahead, start dribbling. Is I got to hop in here, replace him, and be his safety valve, okay? So that if you don't make it, you can plant, reverse pivot, show me. Plant, reverse pivot, throw back to me for a shot, okay? So that's really, it's a read for me. If you just catch it and turn the corner, the quickest thing for me to do is just get his safety valve, okay? Can you try that? And just let him take the shot.
So, most of the time, my suggestion is the moment you give up the ball, immediately fill the empty spot created by your circle reverser. Regardless of what action the ball handler takes, at this point, everyone is in familiar territory, occupying familiar spots. But what if the circle reverse is not open? There can be no hesitation. This must be viewed as if the circle reverser fed the post. There are four options. Two of them you already know. Make a Laker cut low or a Laker cut high. Not only might you be open on these cuts, but you'll vacate the spot and allow another teammate to fill it. The other two options come in a later layer. The relocate and the X-cut. The X-cut is pretty easy. The circle reverse just keeps going and screens for the next teammate and then cuts to the goal. Is the circle reverse layer absolutely necessary? Yes, if you want to get your penetrator out of trouble and continue with familiar actions. How much practice is necessary? I'll let you be the judge. This one seems to cut to the natural instincts of the players, just like most everything else in the read and react. If they don't have any natural instincts, then this will create it. On the other hand, I know of teams that do little more than show it to their players once and never drill it again because the players get it. You be the judge. I know that many teams incorporate this action intentionally or even automatically. The reason that I don't is that in the read and react, if I want the next player on the perimeter to come to the ball on the outside, then I already have the power dribble to make that signal. Another reason that I didn't want a north-south drive to trigger the next player coming to the ball is because it will bring a defensive player to the ball. That's 4 players in a small space around the ball. For most teams, but especially youth teams, bringing another defender to the ball is not a good thing. So, in the Read and React, we do it only in an emergency, when the ball is in trouble, and we do it after a circle move is made. This gives the natural pitch a better chance of shaking his or her defender. It's like making a V-cut. So what constitutes a failed attempt at a north-south drive? I'd like to give you a clear-cut read, something like if the penetrator does not make it into the lane, does not draw help defense, and picks up the dribble. But that's not always true, so it's best to leave the read at what it is. When your teammate fails in an attempt to drive to the goal and is in trouble, the natural pitch should circle reverse.